considerable compensation this morning, and who knows, framing his apology. Some executives, presumably, wiping beads of perspiration from their collective brows. Who's won here, do you think?
Well, of course, Harry has unquestionably won in the sense that, first, he has had a pretty fulsome apology. Secondly, of course, and this is something that's very significant for him, and I think for the case, this is the first time that unlawful activities, albeit by private investigators at the Sun, that this has been acknowledged. And also, and this will give him particular pleasure, the mention of intrusion into his mother's life, because we know how significant that is, certainly as far as he's concerned. I mean, I think it's, in my view, unquestioned that Diana had a symbiotic relationship with the press, but that's not the way Harry sees it. And I think what we're also seeing is that he would like further action. There's no doubt at all that the beads of perspiration that you mentioned, there was no 10-week trial, and also that meant that certain executives, I mean, he believed that there was a cover-up. His claim was that executives, journalists, editors knew of this and were complicit. Now, that has not been proven. Clearly, since unlawful activities have been admitted by private investigators, what he would like to see is to take this further. Remember, it's his mission in life, he said, to clean up, I quote the British press.
But he didn't go to full open court trial on this. What is the reason for that? Is it because it simply would have been too expensive and he doesn't have the money? Or is it because there were things that might have come out about Prince Harry in court that he didn't want to come out? Would it simply have been too uncomfortable for him? Because people are arguing both of those cases. He said he would pursue this right to the end, but he's settled. Why?
He's settled. Several reasons. Firstly, there's no question you cannot be certain of precisely what will come up in court. And remember, against the Mirror, he was 8 hours in the witness box, and he said that was a lot. Here, it was likely to be 4 days, and as I say, there was a question mark there. Secondly, yes, it was partly the money, obviously. He's a huge settlement. Also, there's a quirk in law. This is absolutely bizarre, or might sound strange, but when it comes to if you're actually awarded damages, but they are less than that which has been offered to settle the case before it goes to case, you could end up playing the lot. So there was nothing certain. I think he decided that this was the best way of handling it. Equally, it has enabled the NGM to claim that this is a red line under it.
Right.
What's up, beautiful people? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you're tuning in from. I'm Mike, and this is Daily Diaries Friday, the channel where every story sparks inspiration and every moment is a vibe. If you're here for the ride, please subscribe, smash the like button, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Share this with your favorite people, and let's create a community full of excitement and good energy. Got something to say? Drop it in the comments. Let's get into it. Richard Fitzwilliams, the renowned royal commentator, has finally come to terms with the shocking reality of Prince Harry's massive and unexpected victory. After initial resistance and skepticism, Fitzwilliams has now acknowledged the undeniable truth. Harry's triumph is a testament to his unwavering determination, the power of his convictions, and his relentless pursuit of change. Though it may have been a bitter pill to swallow, Fitzwilliams has reluctantly conceded that Harry's bold and unconventional approach has paid off in spades, captivating audiences worldwide and solidifying his place as a formidable force within the royal sphere. With a newfound sense of respect, Fitzwilliams now sees Harry's win as a significant milestone, one that will undoubtedly reshape the dynamics of the British monarchy for years to come, influencing future generations. Fitzwilliams was utterly taken aback by Harry's resounding victory. At first, he dismissed the results as mere political trickery, questioning the legitimacy of the democratic process. He launched a scathing attack on the media, accusing them of biased reporting and fueling public sentiment against him. However, as the reality of the situation sank in, Fitzwilliams began to begrudgingly accept that the people had spoken, and that his opponent's win was a true reflection of the electorate's will. Though he may have been personally disappointed, Fitzwilliams acknowledged that he must respect the decision of the voters and work towards a smooth transition of power. After initially expressing reservations about Harry's victory, Richard Fitzwilliams has now acknowledged the overwhelming public support for the young leader. Recognizing the importance of respecting the democratic process, Fitzwilliams has expressed a willingness to move forward and work constructively with the new administration. This shift in stance reflects a growing understanding that the public has spoken decisively and that it is time to put aside any personal misgivings in order to focus on the task of governing effectively. Fitzwilliams's openness to collaborating with Harry's team signals a pragmatic recognition that the country's best interests must take precedence over partisan divides. Harry's resounding victory in the election represents a momentous shift in the political landscape, marking a significant turning point in the nation's history. It challenges the traditional power structures that have long dominated the political arena, sending a clear message that the electorate is hungry for meaningful and substantial change. This win signals a decisive departure from the status quo, as voters have rallied behind Harry's vision and platform, rejecting the entrenched interests and stagnant policies of the past and embracing a new future. The sheer scale of Harry's triumph undeniably demonstrates a profound desire among the people for a new direction, one that prioritizes their needs and aspirations over the narrow agendas of the elite and seeks to create a more inclusive society. This seismic shift in the political tides will undoubtedly reverberate through the halls of power, forcing a recalibration of the established order and ushering in a new era of possibility and hope for the nation. Richard Fitzwilliams couldn't help but feel a sense of begrudging admiration as he reflected on Harry's stunning and unexpected victory. The young upstart had clearly tapped into a powerful undercurrent of public sentiment, harnessing the power of social media and grassroots mobilization to galvanize a passionate and dedicated base of supporters. Fitzwilliams had to admit that Harry's compelling personal story and natural charisma had played a significant role, captivating voters in a way that his own campaign had failed to do. Though it stung to acknowledge, Fitzwilliams knew he had to set aside his preconceptions and give credit where it was due. Harry had run an exceptionally savvy and effective campaign that had ultimately proved too formidable for the establishment to overcome. The seismic shift in the political landscape brought about by Harry's unexpected victory will undoubtedly usher in a new era of challenges and opportunities. Policymakers must now grapple with the prospect of sweeping reforms, as the public's appetite for change has been clearly demonstrated. While obstacles and resistance are inevitable, the potential for renewed civic engagement and a rebalancing of power dynamics offers hope for a more inclusive and representative system. As the dust settles, all eyes will be on Harry and his team as they navigate the treacherous waters of political transition and strive to fulfill the lofty promises that carried them to this historic triumph. The media's coverage of the election has been nothing short of troubling. Rather than providing balanced and objective reporting, many outlets have succumbed to biases and narratives that have skewed public discourse. Instead of informing the electorate, they have sought to shape opinions and sway voters through selective framing and relentless punditry. This is a grave disservice to the democratic process, as citizens deserve unbiased information to make informed decisions. Moving forward, the media must recommit to its core principles of fairness and accountability, lest it continue to erode public trust and undermine the integrity of the electoral system. In the aftermath of this historic election, Fitzwilliams acknowledged the pressing need for unity and cooperation among all members of the electorate. "As a nation, we must come together and find common ground," he stated solemnly. "Only through open and constructive dialogue can we hope to heal the divisions that have plagued us." Expressing a cautious optimism, Fitzwilliams pledged to work tirelessly towards the betterment of the country, setting aside partisan differences in the pursuit of progress. While the outcome may not have been what I had hoped for, I am committed to doing my part to move our beloved nation forward, he concluded, his voice tinged with a newfound resolve. And that's a wrap, squaddies. Thanks for tuning in and being part of this amazing journey. Your support means the world to me. If you had a good time, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're the first to catch our next adventure. Drop your thoughts, questions, or even just a quick hello in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Share this with your friends, your family, or anyone who could use a little inspiration. Until next time, stay awesome, stay motivated, and keep shining. Catch you later.